Welcome back, everybody, to another Boots on the Ground exploration. Today we are going to be exploring the small town of Wilson, Kansas. Nestled right in the heart of the Sunflower State, this city is known as the Czech capital of Kansas. Here's some population information. It's a pretty small town nowadays. In 1901, had nearly 1,000 people. 1910, rather. This is the world's largest Czech egg. You can pause and view some of the info here. There's a lot of Masonic symbolism throughout this town. Lots of 8-pointed stars, as you'll see all around this Czech egg. Lions, dragons, just lots of iconography that's very intentionally put there. The town is covered with stone and brick buildings with multiple stories above and below ground that you see. That's kind of just that Tartaria evidence, and we'll highlight more of that later. This is the Czech Opera House that used to be there. It burnt down apparently in 2009 when the building next door caught fire. I was able to find a small news clip about that I'm going to let play in a minute, but it just seems very suspicious. The building almost looks like it was destroyed intentionally rather than burnt. I don't see how stone could burn like that, but that's a narrative we see a lot.
December of 2009.
Fire started at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
A neighboring building caught fire, spreading to the Opera House.
They fought the fire all night long.
It was definitely a devastating night when that fire happened.
Efforts to fully restore the Opera House proved to be too costly, and the choice was made to transform it into an open-air theater.
Just to say it's still here, that's something that you don't want to lose, that was here for generations. I think for the Czech community, it was part of the Czech community, and it should always be part of the Czech communities.
Restoring the original walls, keeping other historic elements like the elevator door, and reconstructing the arches.
I mean, this whole story just seems strange to me. These are some old pictures of the Opera House. It was built in 1910, and the fact that this thing had elevator doors is just suspicious on its own. Even some of those clips in that news footage just look like the side of the building had been wrecked by a wrecking ball. I don't see how fire could burn these stone bricks. Just something is not adding up. This is a view of just that main street downtown strip. I'm gonna let this play out without a voiceover for a little bit and just let you guys take in the scenery. See a lot of these old company tags and names on top of these buildings that look like they were added on top of these beautiful structures that were hijacked for some sort of commercial purpose. This town was right off of a railroad, had a couple big grain silos and small train sheds. We didn't get to see a train roll through while we were in town, but I'd assume back in the day that was a pretty big thing. Pretty worn down, it looks like. There was in this Marines / Soldiers Memorial, not only this little thing, which definitely looks more recent, but a small Statue of Liberty, which you'll see soon. A lot of little towns I've noticed have these, and I really do wonder what it could be for. Definitely some sort of strange symbolic reference, or maybe a marker of something. Like if you have this in your town, then you are officially recognized as something. But it's definitely a torchbearer, a light bringer. This particular one in Wilson, Kansas was on a 7-sided star that they had specifically made to have 7 sides, which I wonder if that has any occult or symbolic significance as well. The Midland Hotel, right off of the main strip here, had tons of windows and doors just nestled under the ground level. And once you start keeping an eye out for these things, it's very hard to unsee them. And this is a good example of some of the stuff to keep an eye out for, is like the plaster covering the bricks that are used all around the town. Even on this right here, which was their old county jail. It's kind of funny to think, but apparently that's what this is. Don't ask any other questions. And no, that is not an actual dead body. It did scare the hell out of me when I first saw that, but I think they do tours in there to kind of push this narrative that this was like an old west town and that was the jail they built. And I'm gonna kind of let the rest of the footage just roll out here. Enjoy the music, enjoy what you see, and let me know if you see anything weird in the comments. Just keep an eye out for this stuff. Old Town of Wilson, Kansas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little boots on the ground exploration of Wilson, Kansas. I have a couple scenery photos that I took on the way out. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Questions, comments, ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop a like. Love you guys. Stay curious.